Israel's leaders have declared that Hamas will be wiped off the face of the earth and Gaza will never go back to what it was. Every Hamas member is a dead man, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, after fighters from the militant group killed more than 1,400 people in a brutal attack on Israel. He later vowed Hamas's terror machine and political structure would be dismantled. Israel is widely expected to launch a land invasion to achieve its aims, but after that its stated aim is to disengage from Gaza completely. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant speaks of a new security regime there, with no Israeli responsibility for daily life. The goal of Operation Swords of Iron appears far more ambitious than anything the military has planned in Gaza before and could last months. But are its aims realistic? And how can its commanders possibly fulfill them? Entering the Gaza Strip involves house-to-house urban fighting and carries immense risks to a civilian population of more than 2 million. Officials in Hamas-run Gaza say more than 7,000 people have already been killed, and hundreds of thousands more have fled their homes. The Israeli Defense Forces has the added task of rescuing more than 220 hostages, held in unknown locations across Gaza. I don't think Israel can dismantle every Hamas member, because it's an idea of extremist Islam, says military analyst Amir Bar Shalom of Israel's Army Radio. But you can weaken it as much as you can, so it has no operational capabilities. Weakening it might be a more realistic objective than dismantling it entirely. Israel has already fought 4 wars with Hamas, and every attempt to halt its rocket attacks has failed. An IDF spokesman said the main aim was that Hamas should no longer have the military capacity to threaten or kill Israeli civilians. Michael Milstein, head of the Palestinian Studies Forum of Tel Aviv University, agrees that destroying Hamas would be highly complicated. He says it would be pretentious to believe you could uproot the idea that embodies Hamas, an offshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood that has influenced Islamist movements around the world. Quite apart from the 25,000-plus strength of Hamas's military wing, it has another 80 to 90,000 more members who are part of its social welfare infrastructure, or DORWA, he says. Ultimately, the defense minister said the next 75 years of Israel's existence was to a large degree dependent on the outcome of this war.